Hello and welcome to this small session. My name is Amelie Beutel. I am a master student of International Information Management, Information Science, and I will present you today some insights in a project course on information ethics. The project course Information Ethics Teaching Material from an International Perspective is based on a collaboration including the University of Hildesheim and the University of Sarajevo. The teams are mixed of both professors and students, and on a German behalf, the team consists of 2 students and 2 professors. The project is funded by the DAAD, the German Academic Exchange Service. The project includes fields of both information literacy and of information ethics, because a user in the process of gaining information should always be aware and include his or her knowledge about copyright, proper citation, and avoidance of plagiarism. This is only one of the key aspects this course is based on. We have weekly meetings with input from different perspectives, including a session with theoretical background and information about methods and models on information literacy by Professor Dreisiebner. We had an introduction of the project Information Literacy and Democracy, which is funded by the Ministry of Science and Culture of Lower Saxony within the program Future Discourses, and was presented by Daphne Cheta. And we also had a presentation of the Bosnian working plan regarding the evaluation and application of the CRAAP test, presented by Emina Adilović. The project goal is to first identify teaching resources for information literacy, for example the CRAAP test, which was published by the Benedictine University. And the second step is to then translate the teaching resource from English into German and from English into Bosnian. We want to discuss then the local adaptions by evaluating the translated content. For that, we thought about interviewing students at the University of Hildesheim and asked them questions such as, what are your thoughts on the translated teaching material? Was the information helpful? And also we would like to get in touch with our local information literacy experts at the University Library of Hildesheim and Brunswick. And based on the feedback we gain here, we would like to continue the project and the translation work in the following summer term 2021. We also have another course in collaboration with another university. That is a transnational online course with the Symbiosis College of Arts and Commerce in Pune, India. And the course is about intercultural perspectives on information literacy. Some of the course contents are information behavior in Corona times, confirmation bias and how to correct cognitive errors to promote an open mind, privacy literacy, and much more. Thank you for your attention for this very small session. I hope you gained some insights into our collaboration that we have and hope that you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Hello everyone, and thank you all for coming. My name is Emina Adilović, and I recently completed a master's in comparative literature and information science. I'm here to present to you our work on the information ethics course. While our colleague Amelie spoke about the organization itself and reasons for our gathering, my role is to briefly describe the results and the way of thinking about information ethics that is actually concerned with ethical, legal, and social aspects of using information. Our team from the University of Sarajevo chose together, of course, in consultation with colleagues from Germany, a specific way of thinking, application, and evaluation of one type of test. After a few introductory sessions, we decided to elaborate and show the application of the CRAAP test to verify the accuracy of the information. Now, I will not talk about the importance of checking information or the need for concrete guidelines today when we are not sure if we are reading correct, true, or false news. This test actually reflects various criteria that can always be described in more detail, as we found in LibGuides, Western Kentucky University libraries. After that, I will show you how it is possible to apply a CRAAP test to a specific example of fake news. And in the end, we will watch together a video that we made. That video affirms the use of CRAAP test as a tool that helps us with specific instructions. This CRAAP test was designed by Sarah Blakesley, which she described in more detail in the article of the same name, since she played with the meaning of acronym. And she said, currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose, CRAAP. I had my acronym. Not only was it memorable due to its associative powers, but is also meant something that context in which it would be used. For every source of information, we would have a handy frame of reference to inquire and actually to ask ourselves, is this CRAAP? Now, we have here another similar test by Molly Bistrom that consists of all these elements without accuracy. You see, we have currency, reliability, authority, and purpose. These guidelines are not based on the questions we ask ourselves in the CRAAP test, but this also consists of 5 sections. We should ask ourselves, can we verify that claim or its claim? It's important to know that fake news almost always appeals to emotion. One criteria is that they can't be found anywhere else. Fake news usually comes from the fake sites. And maybe what's the most important in this part is authors usually aren't experts in that field. So when it comes to evaluating online sources, Razkrinkavanje.ba does an excellent work as a fact-checking site. Decided to creating a safe and reliable online environment, this site fights a battle with different kinds of fake news by decomposing and clearly explaining the motivations and reasons behind their launch into the sphere of online news sites. Razkrinkavanje.ba organizes its analysis into several categories, which clearly show the issue of the news in question by the title of these categories. Some of these categories are fake news, misinformation, spin, fact manipulation, pseudoscience, conspiracy theory, clickbait, biased partial information, covert advertising, censure, etc. Now, we are all aware of the role social network sites play and the meaning that can be shared through a lot of channels and thus concern in some way a lot of people. In that sense, the following article focuses on a video shared on Facebook Actually, that's an article in which a woman, a social network influencer, with absolutely no authority, shares her opinion and advice of how COVID-19 is a conspiracy theory organized by industry and how doctors should not be trusted. The title of the article is "Influencers Still Sharing Medical Advice on Social Networks and People Are Listening." We tried to evaluate this source we found on raskrinkavanje.ba, and they already said it's a fake news, but we tried to evaluate it through this CRAAP test. The site actually has evaluated the source as fake news, pseudoscience, and conspiracy theory. And the CRAAP test shows as the following. First, currency. The video was published and shared by several other sites in a critical moment of the pandemics, and in that sense, it has met with different information consumers across the internet. The information it shares is very current, and definitely it's a hot topic for a lot of people. Relevance. Coming from a self-proclaimed expert, the relevance of the information shared in this video is non-existent. It is only a suitable topic, and it appears at a difficult time for many people, but it essentially has no relevance apart from the actuality of the moment, and it cannot in any way help us with our needs, quite contrary. Third one is authority. The publisher of this information has absolutely no authority to speak about such important issues, since she is not a doctor and does not come from any profession which would give her authority to do so. Accuracy. The main arguments made in the video have no foundation in reality. The advice to use honey as a cure for COVID-19, the claim that all COVID tests are positive for any kind of symptom, all show that this is an example of total misinformation, with further claims being examples of pseudoscience in the online environment, all which make this piece completely inaccurate. And the last one is purpose. The purpose of this piece is to entertain and actually self-promote rather than to educate and inform. The source of information is completely subjective and found on personal opinions, which are in place, but not when it comes to spreading misinformation about such an important topic. As you already saw, this was a short intro to our video, but before seeing how we made a video about the CRAAP test and promoting the CRAAP test, I have to say that we applied this CRAAP test to other examples as well. And now I will just mention them. Those are a number of, the title is actually a number of content votes in 7 American states was not bigger than the registered votes. And the other one is without ideas, without vision, without concept. The only thought to destroy SDA. And SDA is a political party in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Now I will show a video we made about the CRAAP test. And we made this in a program called Beutel. Thank you all for watching. I hope you like it and you understand it. Now, I only need to explain how we came to this idea. We translated those words in English to Bosnian, and we came to an acronym that is STARA. And Stara in Bosnian jargon means a mother, and the translation would be ask your mother, actually. So in that way, we can easier remember a CRAAP test and use it in any situation. That's it for now. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you are not too tired, and I hope also this was useful. Thank you and goodbye.